Let me tell you about Mary. 3 years ago, Mary, a 68-year-old retired school teacher from Ohio, came into my office in a wheelchair. She was crying. Her knees had become so stiff and swollen that she couldn't walk down the hallway of her own home. Her orthopedist had looked at her x-rays and told her the words no one wants to hear: "Your cartilage is gone. Prepare for assisted living." Mary felt like her life was over. She didn't want to be a burden to her children. But last week, Mary walked into my office. No wheelchair, no cane. In fact, she had just come back from a light hiking trip with her grandchildren. How did she do it? Did she have surgery?
No.
Did she take a magic pill?
No.
Mary healed her body using a specific nutritional protocol that 97% of modern doctors often overlook because they are too focused on writing prescriptions. She used food as medicine. Today, I am going to share with you the exact same list of 6 foods I gave Mary. If you are over 60, or if you just feel your joints stiffening up after a long day at the office, this video might just save your independence. But before we dive into the list, I need to know who I am talking to. Right now, pause this video and go to the comments section. I want you to type your age and the one symptom that bothers you the most. Is it knee pain? Stiffness in the fingers? Lower back ache? Do it now.
Why?
Because I want you to see that you are not alone. And more importantly, I want you to understand something crucial. If you are thinking, Dr. David, my parents had bad knees, so I'm destined to have bad knees, or I'm just getting old, I need you to stop right there. That pain isn't just aging. It is often a signal that your body is starving for specific nutrients needed to repair tissue. You aren't broken, you are just deficient. And today, we are going to fix that. For those of you meeting me for the first time, hello. I am Dr. David Thompson. For over 30 years, I have worked with thousands of patients, from elite athletes to grandmothers, helping them regain their health without becoming dependent on a lifetime of pharmaceuticals. My mission on this channel is simple: to help you live a life of dignity, independence, and vitality through scientific nutrition. I believe the pharmacy is useful, but the grocery store is powerful. Before we get to the foods, we need to check the engine light of your body. I'm going to list 5 common symptoms. I want you to count how many you have on your fingers. 1. Morning stiffness. You wake up and feel like the Tin Man. It takes you 30 minutes just to get moving. 2. Stair anxiety. You hesitate before walking downstairs because you fear your knee might give way. 3. Audible clicking. Your joints make popping or grinding sounds. We call this crepitus. 4. Weather sensitivity. You can predict rain because your joints ache when the pressure drops. 5. Puffy swelling. Your knees or fingers look slightly larger or feel warm to the touch. How many did you count? If you have 2 or more, type the number in the comments. Here is the truth. These aren't random problems. They all stem from one root cause: chronic systemic inflammation. Think of inflammation like a slow-burning fire inside your joints. It eats away at your cartilage, which is the cushion between your bones, like rust eats away at a hinge. The foods I'm about to show you are the fire extinguishers. Food number 1. Fatty fish, the lubricator. Let's start with the heavy hitter. Food number 1 is fatty fish, specifically wild salmon, mackerel, or sardines. I had a patient named John, a 55-year-old accountant. He sat at a desk for 10 hours a day. His knees were constantly throbbing. He was taking 4 ibuprofen a day just to focus. I told him, "John, stop the painkillers, start the sardines." 3 weeks later, his reliance on painkillers dropped by 80%. Here is why. These fish are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. Think of omega-3s as the oil for your rusty hinges. At a cellular level, they inhibit the production of substances called cytokines and prostaglandins, which trigger inflammation. A study published in the Annals of the Rheumatic Diseases found that consistent intake of omega-3s significantly reduced patient-reported joint pain and morning stiffness. How to use it? Target: eat fatty fish 3 times a week. Pro tip: if you absolutely hate fish, you can take a high-quality fish oil supplement, but real food is always better because of the protein. The meal: grilled salmon with lemon for dinner. Avoid deep frying it, that destroys the healthy fats. Food number 2, turmeric, the fire extinguisher. Food number 2 is a golden spice that has been used for centuries, but most people use it wrong. It is turmeric. I treated a woman named Linda, 62. She had trouble holding her new grandson because her wrists and elbows were so inflamed. She started making my golden milk recipe. Within a month, the swelling in her hands went down enough that she could knit again. The active compound here is curcumin. It is one of the most potent anti-inflammatories on Earth. It works by blocking a molecule called NF-κB. Imagine NF-κB is a switch that turns on inflammation in your cells. Curcumin turns that switch off. The Journal of Medicinal Food published a review showing that turmeric supplements were chemically similar in effectiveness to ibuprofen for knee osteoarthritis, but without the stomach side effects. How to use it? Crucial. The trap: curcumin is poorly absorbed by the body. If you just eat plain turmeric, you flush most of it out. The secret: you must combine it with black pepper. Pepper contains piperine, which boosts absorption by 2,000%. You also need a fat, like coconut oil or olive oil. Dr. David's Golden Tea, warm almond milk, 1 teaspoon turmeric, a pinch of black pepper, and a dash of cinnamon. Drink this 30 minutes before bed. Have you ever tried golden milk? Let me know in the comments if you liked the taste. Food number 3, extra virgin olive oil, nature's ibuprofen. Next, we have liquid gold. Extra virgin olive oil, EVOO. Let's talk about Robert, 70. He loved salads but used ranch dressing. I switched him to high-quality olive oil. He noticed that the throbbing sensation in his knees after a walk began to fade. This is fascinating. EVOO contains a compound called oleocanthal. Scientists discovered that oleocanthal has the exact same pharmacological mechanism as ibuprofen. It inhibits the COX-1 and COX-2 enzymes that cause pain. It is literally liquid, natural pain relief. A famous study in the journal Nature confirmed this NSAID-like activity. They found that about 3.5 tablespoons is equivalent to a small dose of ibuprofen. How to use it? The rule: do not cook with your high-quality EVOO at high heat. Heat destroys the oleocanthal. The method: take 1 to 2 tablespoons raw. Drizzle it over your vegetables after they are cooked, or put it on your salad. The taste test: good olive oil should make the back of your throat tingle or cough a little. That's the oleocanthal working. Food number 4, bone broth, the rebuilder. Number 4 is controversial to some, but essential. Bone broth. Susan, a postpartum mom with joint aches, which is very common due to hormones, felt like her hips were loose and aching. She started drinking a cup of bone broth every day for lunch. Her recovery speed doubled. Your cartilage is made of collagen. As we age, we produce less collagen. Bone broth is rich in glucosamine, chondroitin, and hyaluronic acid, the literal building blocks of your joints. When you drink it, you are giving your body the raw materials it needs to patch up the damage. Research in Current Medical Research and Opinion suggests that collagen hydrolysate, found in broth, significantly improves activity-related joint pain. How to use it? Dosage: 1 cup per day. How? You can make it yourself by simmering beef or chicken bones for 12 to 24 hours with vinegar to pull out the minerals. Or buy a high-quality organic brand. Timing: great as a mid-afternoon snack instead of coffee. Food number 5. Broccoli and cruciferous vegetables, the shield. You probably hated this as a kid, but your knees love it. Broccoli. I had a patient, Michael, 58, an ex-runner. He had bone-on-bone grinding. We upped his intake of cruciferous veggies. While it didn't regrow the bone completely, the degradation stopped progressing. Broccoli is rich in a compound called sulforaphane. This is unique. It blocks enzymes that cause joint destruction. It also lowers oxidative stress. Think of sulforaphane as a shield that prevents your cartilage from being broken down further. A study from the University of East Anglia found that sulforaphane slows down the destruction of cartilage in joints associated with osteoarthritis. How to use it? The trick: to get the most sulforaphane, chop the broccoli and let it sit for 40 minutes before cooking, or lightly steam it. Do not boil it to mush. Serving: 1 cup daily. Add garlic for an extra anti-inflammatory boost. Food number 6. Tart cherries, the acid flusher. Finally, number 6. This is especially important if your joint pain feels hot or comes in flare-ups like gout. Tart cherries or tart cherry juice. David, a 65-year-old truck driver, suffered from gout flare-ups in his big toe and knees. It was excruciating. He started drinking tart cherry juice. He hasn't had a major flare-up in 2 years. Tart cherries are packed with anthocyanins. These give the fruit its dark red color. They are powerful antioxidants that lower uric acid levels in the blood. High uric acid crystallizes in your joints, causing sharp pain. Tart cherries flush this out. Studies published in Osteoarthritis and Cartilage showed that patients drinking tart cherry juice had significantly reduced pain and improved physical function compared to the placebo group. How to use it? The warning: don't buy the cocktail juice loaded with sugar. Sugar feeds inflammation. The choice: buy 100% pure tart cherry concentrate. The mix: mix 1 tablespoon in a glass of water and drink it in the morning. So there you have it. The 6 knee savers. 1. Fatty fish for lubrication. 2. Turmeric, with pepper, to turn off inflammation. 3. Extra virgin olive oil as nature's painkiller. 4. Bone broth to rebuild the structure. 5. Broccoli to shield the cartilage. 6. Tart cherries to flush out the acids. Now, a small warning. This is not a magic trick. If you eat these foods on Monday, don't expect to run a marathon on Tuesday. Biology takes time. Cartilage has a slow blood supply. But if you commit to adding these to your diet consistently for 30 days, I promise you, your body will thank you. You will feel lighter, less stiff, and more capable. Now that you know what to eat, we need to talk about what destroys your gut and prevents these nutrients from working. I have a whole video on the 3 foods you must avoid if you have arthritis. Would you like me to make that video next? If so, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss it. Start with 1 food from this list today. Just 1. And tell me how it goes. This is Dr. David Thompson, wishing you health and happiness. I'll see you in the next video.